After experimenting with more than 30 sleep tips, tricks, and hacks, I've narrowed it down to the 7 habits that truly changed everything for me. Plus, one controversial bonus at the end. Let's start with the foundation, the sleep environment. It all comes down to 3 essentials: temperature, darkness, and your bed. It turns out that how hot or cold your room is can affect both how quickly you fall asleep and how well you sleep. The best sleep temperature is about 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It can take some time to get used to sleeping without being super warm, but it really does help. I didn't have air conditioning or a fancy cooling mattress at first, so I found a simple trick. It might sound strange, but taking a hot shower is a great way to cool down your body. A hot shower warms your skin and opens up your blood vessels, and when you get out, your body cools off faster. This drop in body temperature makes it easier to fall asleep. A great way to complement that is to let your body know that it's time for bed. There's no better way to do that than creating pitch-black darkness in your bedroom. When it's truly dark, your brain releases more melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep. So you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Even tiny lights from electronics or street lamps can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, leaving you with restless, choppy sleep. One great investment I made a couple of years back was blackout curtains. They're especially helpful in the summertime when days get so much longer and you usually go to sleep while it's still bright outside. Of course, we can't forget about the star of the show, your bed. Your mattress and pillow basically decide how well your body recovers. If they don't support your back and neck the right way, your muscles stay tight all night, causing small wake-ups you don't even notice. Before, I didn't really care what I was sleeping on. As long as it wasn't the floor, I was fine. I spent many nights falling asleep on the couch and feeling okay the next morning. It wasn't until I decided to upgrade and bought myself an ergonomic mattress and pillow that I realized how much better my sleep had become. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that it feels like I'm falling asleep on clouds. Needless to say, not having to change sleeping positions every few minutes makes falling asleep much easier. Plus, it made bedtime something I actually look forward to. But even the coziest bed in the world can't save you if your sleep schedule is completely messed up. That's where having a consistent sleep and wake time comes into play. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day trains your body. Yes, sadly, it also means weekends. After a while, my body understood the new schedule and literally started automating the process. After about a month, I started feeling consistently tired around bedtime and waking up a few minutes before the alarm. That part actually still feels like a weird superpower. But once my sleep schedule was set, I still had trouble turning off my brain. It turns out that looking at a bright screen right before bed is basically telling your brain it's still daytime. The light keeps you awake, and the scrolling and constant dopamine hits keep your thoughts going, so your mind stays busy instead of calming down. Many studies show that avoiding screens for about an hour before bed helps you fall asleep 20 to 30 minutes faster on average. That's when the light bulb finally went off. I realized I'd turned my bed into a command center for everything except sleep. Scrolling, watching TV shows, studying, working on videos, eating, you name it. So I made a rule: eliminate everything else and only allow myself to sleep in bed. Okay, and maybe one other thing. Now, as soon as I lie down, my brain no longer anxiously awaits the dopamine from social media. Instead, it knows it's time to relax, and falling asleep feels much more automatic. I managed to stop eating in bed, but I was still guilty of late-night feasts. I'm talking about full-on meals, like ordering a giant pizza at 10 p.m. and devouring it solo. Eating a big meal right before bed makes your digestion go into 5th gear, leaving your body unable to relax fully. Your stomach is working overtime, sending signals to your brain that it's not time to sleep yet. Now I try to eat all my big meals 2 to 3 hours before bed, and if I'm still hungry, I'll have a small snack so my body can handle it quickly. How you sleep at night can actually start with what you do first thing in the morning. For example, getting some morning sunlight in the first hour after waking up helps set your body's internal clock. Even if that's the only time you go outside all day, your brain still notices and knows when evening comes, so it's time to start getting ready for bed. Honestly, I was shocked to learn it only takes 2 to 10 minutes of sunlight to make a difference, not the half hour I thought I needed. Sipping coffee in the morning sun is peaceful, but why not double up on benefits? Pairing sunlight with a bit of exercise is a win-win. Exercise isn't just about chasing a summer body. It actually helps you sleep better. Besides the obvious get more tired, get more sleepy factor, it also helps lower stress and get rid of the anxious thoughts that show up before bed. Moving your body during the day tells your brain you've earned your rest. After dialing in my daily habits, there was one last thing to try: supplements. I get the skepticism. Some products are definitely all hype. But when you stick to the ones backed by real science, they can fill in the gaps. Magnesium, for example, which about 75% of people are estimated to be deficient in, is one of the most essential minerals your body needs to relax and sleep well. L-theanine, found in tea, is another favorite for calming the mind, especially on stressful days. And of course, there's melatonin, the classic sleep aid your body already makes. I use it sparingly since it can leave you groggy, but it's a handy backup. Supplements are just that, a supplement to a solid routine, not a magic fix. Otherwise, it's like slapping duct tape on a cracked window. It hides the problem, but doesn't solve it. Just a heads up, these habits might make you fall in love with sleep and forget about everything else. If you need help getting your focus back, I made a video sharing my favorite trick for dialing in on what matters. Tap the screen to check it out.